Breakfast with Friends.
So, very good morning to you, Mr. Nico.
Hi, good morning to you and
Mm.
also to the
And
listeners.
also wishing you and your family a blessed 2025. It's so good to see you on the second Thursday for the year?
I've lost track of that already, but I do know it's a Thursday.
Oh, well, all the best to you and your family. And thank you for your
Okay.
time. And once again, just being able to start this year with us with some good advice.
Okay. Every one of my clients know that they have to have emergency funds on hand. And every single December, while we're on holiday, I will get WhatsApp calls. And those WhatsApp calls will say, I need to access my emergency funds. And that really is one of the reasons why I want clients to have emergency money on hand. Now, there are two factors that I have to take into account when I get those WhatsApp calls. How soon do you need the money? And how much money do you need? Because that's part of your savings plan. How easy is the money accessible? And how much money do you have saved up? Now, this year, one person contacted me and said, I need 40,000 rand. I need it within 4 days, and I need it because a family member has passed away. I'm the only one who has access to enough money to sort out the funeral, and so I'm going to have to take that responsibility for the clan. Now, fortunately, they had 40,000 rand available. It was accessible within the period of time, and so they were able to meet the needs. The second person contacted me and said, I need 200,000 rand. And I need that because I've got to get to a hospital. I need urgent medical attention, and my medical aid is going to short pay by 200,000 rand. And she also had sufficient money, and we were able to raise that kind of money, and we were able to meet her needs. And that's why you need emergency money. Because if you don't have a reserves, then you have a problem because now you have a choice. How are you going to raise the money? One is you can go along to a money lender, and a money lender is not going to worry about your security because they're going to break a leg if you don't pay them. And they're going to charge you between 35 and 50% interest per week. That's not going to get you out of debt. That's going to make your debt situation worse. So going to a local gangster is your alternative to having an emergency fund, but it's not a good alternative. There are other alternatives, like you go to a formal provider of money, like your bank, or most banks have got side organizations that will also lend you money. This is why when you go to the bank says no, you will get a mysterious email a day later from another institution. That name has been passed on, and they will now contact you. But they are going to charge you up to 30% interest per annum. So that's not good, especially if your credit rating has been messed up. So I teach clients that when you're dealing with emergency funds, you have two kinds of accounts you should use. A call account means that money can be available within 10 minutes. So you leave some money in a call account, and that money is what you can transfer immediately. And usually you keep around 10,000 rand in such an account. So that's what you go, you're on holiday, your tire is blown up, you don't want to use your credit card ever, then you just transfer that and you can do a tap and pay. An investment account is usually available within 3 or 4 working days, and that's where you keep the rest of your money. And the reason why you keep money in an investment account is because the interest rate is a lot more. You're going to get 7% odd on that kind of money And so you can at least build up those reserves. How much money should you have ideally in emergency funding? Ideally, you want enough money for 90 days worth of expenses. So it's not a goal you can set up for in 1 month. It's a goal that's going to take you 6, 7, 8 months of savings, but you will never then going to get into the point where you're in a blind panic, something has gone wrong, and you have no way of getting money together. So if you're going to talk about resolutions, if you're going to talk about changing the way you're doing things, if you're going to talk about working differently with money, it is a medium-term plan you put together, but it can make a difference when emergencies hit you.
Definitely on point there, Mr. Nico, because like we said, starting off a brand new year and even saving a little bit, every month putting away makes a massive difference.
Yes.
All adds up.
And credit cards are for emergencies only, not for just because you want to get something bought.
True story. As always, Mr. Nico, thank you so much. And if you would like to get in touch with Mr. Nico, you can send an email through to questions@northwood.co.za.